Hi guys, how y'all doing? Ken Coleman here from Ken's Motu projects. I wanted to make a little video that's kind of a thank you to Mattel Creations because, well, some of you guys have probably received your Mattel Creations He Skeletor by now, right? And you'll notice there's a really cool mini comic that's very multiverse, okay? And the reason I found it very exciting was one of my friends pointed out that some of the castles in the multiverse look a bit familiar, and that's because they're mine. Okay, so if you look at the middle pages of the Mattel Multiverse comic book that came with He Skeletor recently, has two Castle Grayskulls, three actually, that I've worked on. The first main one is the Mark Taylor prototype castle, which I was very lucky to have his blessing to design the sides, the back for the resin print. Okay, and that was done with Gomez from Spain was a sculptor on it, and I did the artwork, the box art, etc, etc. But the other two castles in it are these guys, okay? So this was my Weather Workshop What If Peter Jackson made a He-Man movie, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this guy all over Pinterest at some stages, okay? So that's the scale of it. Just get a classics figure. You can see the scale beside the classics. Okay, so it was actually made using some parts from Games Workshop and MDF board, foam, different types of plastic coated foam board and expanding foam, and some Games Workshop kit parts to build this one. I did it about 6 years ago, but every once in a while it shows up on the internet, and now I'm just really kind of chuffed as a He-Man fan that it's canon, because it has shown up in an official He-Man comic book, okay? So that's one of the castles. The other one, which was the original prototype I did, was this is my Arctic Grayskull, okay? Made in the same way, and I did it up in white because I wanted to do a composite of a snow scene of Castle Grayskull. So this one was a lot of fun to make. So they're actually quite light, made of foam board, but I wanted to show them to you up close because I'm sure a lot of you have seen these on the internet. You've seen them on Pinterest, they show up every once in a while, and I'm always flattered when I see them, my images used as backgrounds in different He-Man stuff, for people's photographs, etc. Because for me, the whole creativity in the Motu universe, and Mark, it was one of the nice things because Mark Taylor was on the same page with this. It's about collaboration, it's about sharing. I come from a background of Motu in the sandbox, and it's about having the figures and having the castles and making up your own stories, your own universe. And I love that, okay? So as you can imagine, I was really happy when I saw the two of these guys show up as part of the multiverse with the big worm that's traveling around eating everything. You can see behind me I have some other stuff. I have my vintage desecrated Eternia Tower, which I'm now restoring. And I also have many versions of Grayskull going on in the back there. There's the Eternia Tower, repaints of the vintage stuff, the 2000X, and my Weather Workshop style Snake Mountain up there as well. And you guys also might find this one familiar from some of my pieces. It's actually completely unfinished. Plastic skull, tubes, and I gave it a very rough paint, photographed it on the green screen to turn it into a major composite. So this was my real castle of mystery, Castle Grayskull. So what I actually do is when it comes to Halloween time and the pop-up shops for costumes show up, they also have plastic skulls, so I stock up just for making castles. Now these are plastic skulls. For me, which was really fun, is back about 7 or 8 years ago, these foam board skulls, because when I put the airbrush and the spray paint on them, they melted the skulls. You can see there's a lot of erosion, and it ended up looking really, really cool. Okay, and a lot of fun. So I just wanted to say to Mattel Creations, thank you so much for including my designs in your book. As I said, big He-Man fan, as you can see, and it was so much fun to see that the castles are part of the story now, they're part of the multiverse. You know, I've even got some in the back that are completely unfinished, made out of broken pieces of lenses from cameras and everything from a studio space. And yeah, this one continues to pop up every once in a while. Look at it on Pinterest and Facebook and used as backdrops for people's different things. Someone offered me actually quite a lot of money for this sculpture, but it was before COVID, and then everything just fell off the map. Okay, so it's been in my possession for about 8 years. It's my favorite. I have 3D scanned it. I need to do another go of it though, because we got a better scanner here. This is actually Clonmel Digital Campus where I work, where I teach game art design and I teach animation. And what's really fun is this is the studio space that we use all year round. The green screen is over here, lots of my He-Man stuff in here, because I actually get to use all of my stuff is for university academic process, you know. So in that case, it's just so much fun. Okay, but anyway, I wanted to share these with you so you guys will know that how excited I am that something I've created is now in a comic book, and also the fact that the artwork I created with Mark Taylor for his prototype castle, which finally came to life through Mohammed from MFA and Philippe and myself, and with Mark and Rebecca's blessing, is also part of the multiverse, because it was the original sketch for Castle Grayskull, you know, that and bringing to life a lot of Mark's legacy on it, which is that, in his words, Castle Grayskull grew from the ground. It was really an organic thing that happened through magic and nature. And that's what I felt when I was doing these as well, that I wanted them to be. This is very much inspired by the Hobbit movie, Dol Guldur, where Sauron's hiding out as a necromancer. I love the concept art for that, so that's where this idea came from. But anyway, now you get to see them in real life, and I'll do another colour clips around the studio space here, and I have my Mark Taylor resin 1 prototype at home on my home desk, so I'm going to film that for you, put this all together. So thank you for listening, and I'll see some of you guys in Germany at Los Amigos in June. So bye bye.